At the Siegel Center in Richmond, Virginia, 7-1 start for VCU. Last 4 for Dayton. Carter Blackburn, Pete Gillen. Dayton 3-0 in league play, winners of 6 straight. And the blocking foul underneath. So Pete, let's go back to that last Dayton bucket.
Here we see a nice backdoor cut. Mike Sell goes to the basket. Nice job using the rim. When you go to the hoop, Carter, use the glass. You got a better percentage using the glass than going straight in. Mike Sell missed last year with 2 hip surgeries, but he's back, doing real well.
Pete, you talked about how the matchup between Dayton's offense, especially in the half court, VCU's defense, well, the opening possession was a steal run-out layup for the Rams. So just what they wanted to start, Dayton has responded.
Exactly. 2 terrific teams.
Woo! Crutcher step back. Flyers have the lead with 7 straight. Jalen Crutcher, tough 3.
Crutcher's a terrific point guard. Some people in Dayton are comparing him to Scoochie Smith, who we both loved for the Flyers now, who helped lead them to the Elite 8 in 2013-14.
Now part of the Canton Charge in the G League. Crutcher, that's going to be an offensive foul. Charge. Crutcher has the 3. For those of you watching on CBSSports.com, our streaming coverage will conclude after the commercial break, but we will continue on the CBS Sports Network. You can find us by going to CBSSportsNetwork.com/channel finders. In the Fan, Richmond, Virginia, 8-7. Flyers have scored 7 straight. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by America's Navy.
But Dayton now, you got to protect the rock because VCU really gets a lot of steals. They turn over people. Their opponent 17 a game. Crash the boards. You got to get in the mud, rebound. The VCU points off turnovers. They struggle in their half-court offense. They got to get points off turnovers and knock down threes. Carter, they only shoot 29% from three-point line. I'm an old guy, but I can make 30% from 3.
That's amazing. I mean, for Mike Rhodes and the VCU Rams, second season head coach VCU after 3 years at Rice. He was head coach at nearby Randolph-Macon for 10 years. Then an assistant for Shaka Smart. So these coaches are very familiar with one another. In fact, when Anthony Grant was coaching VCU, Mike Rhodes would sometimes bring his Randolph-Macon team in and practice in the gym here at the Siegel Center.
Both guys are class guys. They have a lot of respect for each other and are terrific competitors.
Mobley off the shot fake. He got bumps. That's a foul on Obi Toppin. It's a 7-0 run for Dayton. Sending Mobley to the line. Yeah, Pete, you talked about VCU and the shooting woes at Davidson their last game. 4 for 24 from three-point. They missed some open threes late in the game. If you hit them, you beat a good Davidson team.
Exactly. It's only about 12% caught it. They're better than that. You know, part of that is shot selection. Larry Brown, the great coach, who NBA and coached UCLA and did a great job coaching the college ranks, SMU most recently.
We don't have time enough to go through Larry Brown's entire resume.
No, we'll be joining progress by Saturday's games if I had to tell all this stuff. But I love Larry Brown. His big thing, Carter, was shot selection. VCU has trouble at times with their shot selection. Take bad shots. That's why their percentage from 3 is not good.
Davis runner, boarded by the Rams, and Marcus Evans looks to push. VCU went the last 8 minutes against Davidson without a field goal and lost a 12-point lead. That last one. Jenkins with a dunk to end this VCU drought at just under 4 minutes.
Great pass by Mobley. He's their best passer, Carter. Left hand bounce pass over dribble. Wow. 6 forward. That was terrific.
5 of the first 9 for VCU from Dariante Jenkins, who's had a slow junior year so far.
Very talented, Carter, as we mentioned before. Preseason 13, all A-10.
How about that look? And one. Mike Sell off the pass from Obi Toppin. And Pete, that is a clinic in the half court.
Yeah, both these teams can pass it. Here we see now Mobley, left hand bounce. Oh my goodness. Nice finish by Dariante. But here we go. Best passing team in the A-10, Dayton Flyers. Wow. Great execution.
So there's your example of the Dayton half-court offensive execution, just stellar.
Yeah, they shoot 51% from the field, one of the best in the country. What VCU's got to do now, as we talked to Mike Rhodes about today, you and I, is get them out of sync, get them uncomfortable, speed them up a little bit. Don't let them get comfortable and carve you up like a Porterhouse State. Make them out of sync. Like, you get me out of sync. You know, when the bill comes.
Well, speaking of food, speaking of food, Mike Rowe, 80 Squid, just a couple blocks away. Terrific Italian restaurants. Mike, what do you get when you get there? Penny pasta, red sauce. Simple guy.
Exactly. No, I ate there the other night. I ate like I was going to the electric chair.
Not the roasted sugar toads that I had for dinner tonight.
To each his own.
Evans, step back, talk to Marcus Evans from the 7-5-7 Chesapeake.
He's only shooting 26% from three-point land, Card. He knows it's a big game, though.
Right at the rim, blocked by Douglas. Landers attacks, Douglas rejects it. Rams on the run. Long rebound into the hands of Evans again. And Dayton finally clears it. Rams get back. Now Crutcher's going to reset.
A lot of poise for a sophomore player. Played a lot as a freshman last year as they were rebuilding, as you mentioned. But he's got a tremendous future for the Flyers.
VCU gets out to deny, making it hard in the half court. 5 to shoot now. Davis drives, kicks, triple on the way. Toppin with a great offensive board. Davis has to save it. Second chance for the Flyers. Landers has it tipped away. Loose ball, who wants it? The answer is everybody. Landers wins the fight, and now Evans brings it back.
Like roller derby, Carter. Everybody's on the floor.
Evans bump, play on. Douglas does, and finally finishes. A furious end-to-end won by the Rams. Corey Douglas finally controls it.
No place for the weak at heart, Carter, in the paint, in the mud, in the glue. That'll be tough.
And you can hear the Siegel Center fans getting behind VCU. They love it when it gets scrappy. Toppin on the baseline, draws a foul. That is on Douglas, who had the terrific block, the terrific stick back, and now a foul on Corey Douglas. Yes, he is elite defensively off the bench for the Rams.
Landers goes in, but no! Gary Douglas says, not in my watch. Redshirt sophomore, nice block at the rim.
Both Douglas and Evans played for Mike Rhodes at Rice. And then for Corey Douglas, that was an injury that he went to Tallahassee Community College and now back to VCU to reunite with Mike Rhodes. I think that speaks highly of the VCU head coach. You have two guys who played at a previous stop, and they want to come to VCU and help build this program with Mike Rhodes.
Exactly. Now, Mike's a perfect guy to come in here. Tremendous energy. He's a player's coach. He's very positive with the guys. The players know that he cares about them, and that's it. And it's the saying, as you know, if people know how much you care, you know, they're really going to play hard for you. So that's important.
Even at 13 after a hot start by VCU. Van nearly lost it in the paint. Tough underneath. Vince Williams draws a foul. Freshman from Toledo. With our officiating crew, Jamie Lucky, Jeff Clark, and Lamar Simpson. Excellent officiating crew. Fouls on Cohill. That's his first.
Yep. Anthony Grant talking to Obi Toppin. How about Toppin, coach? How about him? He plays one of the most athletic big guys ever, and that was a long time to play for Dayton. I mean, it's like he's on a trampoline. Boom.
One unnamed source who knows the league very well says he's probably the best NBA prospect anywhere in the A-10.
I think so. I don't know the A-10 inside out, but what I've seen, he's the best prospect I see. I mean, he got hops, redshirt freshman.
Finally, a free throw goes for VCU to give the Rams a 1-point edge again, and a chance off the made free throw to set up the pressure.
Exactly. Set the pressure up. Trying to wear him down now. VCU plays 10 or 11 players. Dayton plays 6 or 7, so big advantage on depth for the Rams.
It is not exactly the havoc days, but they still pressure defense 94 feet one way or another.
Exactly. They play very good defensively. You know, they hold their opponents to down. 3-point field goal percentage. They're 5th in the country, Carter. 27% people shoot from downtown.
Shot clock winding down. Crutcher. Perfect defensive possession for VCU, complete with a rebound by Douglas. Bird needs some help. Sims bails him out. Sims, floater good. Mikael Sims, the junior from Richmond Highland Springs High School.
VCU comes at you at waves and waves, Carter.
Loose ball. Van scoops it up. Van floater. Tap out. Sims 3. Loose ball into the hands of Dayton. Cunningham gets it to Crutcher. Lob to the rim. Toppin finishes it off.
Great pass by Crutcher. He's the leading assist guy in the A-10. 6 assists a game for the sophomore.
Williams on the wing. Douglas needing some help. 10 to shoot. Bird has it, takes it, and drills it. Big bucket off the bench for Bird.
Only a freshman now. He's learned the game.
That is just the 5th made bucket of P.J. Bird's freshman season. Toppin, slipping, met at the rim. That's a tie-up. Douglas, tie-up, possession arrow, VCU, and the Ram fans who are getting rowdy. Let's have a look at our AT&T Fast Analysis with Speedy Pete Gillen.
Yeah, Carter, we got right now for the Flyers 75 points a game, second most in the A-10. Leading scorer Josh Cunningham at 16 points, 15.9, doing a great job scoring. Now VCU, their opponents shoot 37% from the field, would lead the A-10, and the leading scorer Marcus Evans, 13.5 points a game. But once again, Evans is going to get healthier and healthier, Carter, and I think he's going to increase that scoring. But we got a great defensive team, VCU, and a tremendous offensive team, Dayton. So who's going to win? We'll see.
Evans gets a rest right now. They will count big minutes from Evans late. They've already had 4 lead changes in this game at exactly the halfway point of the first half.
I go inside to Santos Silva. Let the big guy get the ball.
Williams lost it. Mike Sell takes it away.
It's a freshman.
And to Josh Cunningham, the 5th-year senior from Chicago, the 3-year captain for the Flyers. Cunningham fights in on Santos Silva, cleared by Jenkins. Defensive rebounding was the biggest thing Mike Rhodes was telling his team about today.
Exactly. Just give him one shot. Dayton's too good offensively. You can't give him many shots.
There's Santos Silva, and he hangs a foul on the Flyers, just as you had requested, Pete.
Nice pick and roll. He's shooting, Carter, 61% from the field, as we talked about before. If he does that, get him the rock. Give it to the big guy. That's the good news. The bad news is free throw shooting is a little bit it's burgeoning. It's on the way up.
Burgeoning, that's very kind of you. 50% right now. So fingers crossed.
He's getting better.
Oh, all right. Santos Silva was big in that win at Texas. This was an amazing win for VCU at Texas. 10 points, 16 rebounds, so double-double. They win at Texas against former VCU head coach Shaka Smart. But the amazing part is VCU shot 28% on the road at Texas and won. That's how good they were defensively and defensive rebounding against the Longhorns.
Exactly. Did a great job. And as you know, they went to Virginia. They played at Virginia, gave the Cavaliers all they wanted, maybe the best game against Virginia all year. 5 minutes ago, it was a toss-up, and Virginia won by 7 or 8. But that would have been an automatic ticket, I think, Carter, into the big dance when those two.
A win over Temple as well, who's trending towards an NCAA tournament team. Grant Dunphy's Owls are very good this year. VCU beat them in November in Brooklyn. Quality wins, VCU, hope for the future, hope for right now. They're 2-1 in league play. 5 to shoot, into the post, Cunningham, around Santos Silva. Good move, Josh Cunningham. 1 year at Bradley and now a 3-year captain for the Flyers. Evans, guarded by Polcelli, the freshman. Santos Silva off the power dribble. Follow goes! Mobley follows up the miss from Santos Silva. The offensive glass now for VCU. Cohill brings it up. Davis guarded by Evans. Cohill on the wing. 9 to shoot. without Crutcher in the game. 5 to shoot. Evans on Davis, drawing 2 defenders. 1 to shoot, has to heave it just to avoid the shot clock violation. Santos Silva brings it back for the Rams.
Keep going inside now. If you're VCU, they can't guard Santos Silva. Get him the ball.
Here he is. Santos Silva. Help comes late. Spins out. Ordered by Policello. You can see the Dayton offense slows a bit with Crutcher on the bench.
Exactly. Very valuable play, Carter.
Policello lines it up, and the lefty freshman. Well, that's an air ball, and then Mike Sell hits it off the back of the backboard. Brick leads to a run out and a bucket for Mobley.
I call timeout now. I know it's going to get the next one. Got to stop the bleeding.
VCU up by 8, largest lead of the first half. 3 Flyers waiting to check in. Cunningham down the lane. So Grant doesn't take a timeout. Ends up with a foul, sending us to an official timeout.
The Rams play excellent defense, and their defense helps their offense get going.
There have been a lot of great moments for VCU basketball over the years, but I think that 2011 Final Four banner that hangs in the rafters here is an indication of the passion behind VCU Ram basketball. That incredible run where they squeaked their way into the tournament all the way from Dayton to the Final Four in Houston. And Pete, there is no question, it's like Spinal Tap. It's one of the loudest bands anywhere. They've got it turned up to 11.
Exactly. It's a great place. The arena holds about 7,200 Carter, so it's you know, they've had 126 straight sellouts. It's amazing, man, who they play, whether it's a conference game, a big rival like Dayton, or some of the non-conference foe. So great fans. And Dayton also has great fans. 13,000. They're very knowledgeable. When I was at Xavier, coaching there for 9 years, we used to have a great battle with the Flyers, and the fans are phenomenal. And they're not cursing you out. They're classy fans at Dayton. You know what I mean? They're praising their team. They're getting on the opponents, but in a class way.
So how does that affect? That's an offensive foul. Yeah, and a good one. Jamie Luckey was all over it. Michael Gilmore. So when you have a great home arena, that obviously gives you a boost at home, but make it tougher sometimes to go on the roads. You see
exactly. Yeah, Gilmore goes in, a little bit of chicken wing. Good call by Jamie Luckey, as you said. But yeah, league games on the road, Carter, are brutal. I mean, it's really difficult to win. Man traps by VCU. Once again, they want to get Dayton out of their comfort zone, out of their rhythm.
Gilmore has the board on the other end.
It's not their rhythm, right? They can't carve you up.
Jenkins lines it up and parries it. The red hot at last, De'Ante Jenkins. He had 5 of the first 9 for VCU. Took a break and pure a 19-7 run by the Rams. Davis trapped. Crutcher bails him out. Trapped in midcourt. Timeout. Rams all over Jalen Crutcher and the Flyers. Trouble spot for Anthony Grant and Dayton. Down double digits in the first half. VCU's D leading the way again. VCU trying to snap Dayton's 6-game winning streak. 3-0 in conference play for the Flyers in the A-10. Coming up next, it is UCF at Wichita State in the American, presented by Ace Hardware. UCF is a team that is not only making noise in January, B, they're talking about March and beyond for the Knights.
Exactly, doing a great job. 13-2, 3-0 in the AAC. Doing a fabulous job. Taco Fall, 7-foot ball, blocks everything. Johnny Dawkins' son is doing a great job playing Player of the Week twice in the AAC. So again, a terrific team. But how about Wichita State? We had them the other day. They lost a lot, but they're playing with a big heart, Carter.
Mike Sell miss, and then the follow dunk. That is just the beginning of Obi Toppin's abilities. That's a layup for Obi Toppin.
Tremendous athlete, redshirt freshman, and he's skilled, Carter. He can put the ball on the ground. He can shoot the 3 a little bit. So he's going to get better and better. He's got to learn the game. Terrific.
Jenkins attacking off the bounce. That was not touched. Looked like, yeah, Jenkins says, my bad. No joke.
There we go. We get a shot from downtown. You don't box him out. Obi Toppin makes you pay. You got a great camera crew. Mike Sell gets a good look. Ball goes up. You don't box him out. Sends it home. A great camera crew. We flew him in from Omaha, Dallas. Queens, Columbus.
Omaha's long been a hotbed for cameramen.
Yeah, no, we got Dream Team. No burgers in that crew.
Landers picks up the dribble. VCU on top. Offensive foul. Landers got trapped, desperate to get out of it. And he does a little talking with Vince Williams. And in fact, Jeff Clark steps in and a little more talking to make sure Vince is calmed down, chilled out. Get some chamomile.
Exactly, get some chamomile. Yeah, the double team man traps. The guy from the other side came over, double team Landers. He threw his elbow. He starts talking stuff. We got to be careful. Vince Williams, neither guy's going to back down. He's a big rivals, Carter. Played last year 3 times, and VCU won 2. Flyers won the other one.
Cofield. Who says VCU can't shoot from 3? Red hot in the first half, up by 11.
At 29% from three-point land, Carter, is only mirage. It's not the truth.
4 for 9 from 3 in the first half. Into the corner, Davis answers when Dayton needed it.
Exactly. Last game, 6 for 8 from three-point land against UMass.
Now, here's the good news for Dayton. There have been wide swings for VCU, hot and cold. Well, they're staying hot right now. That's a 2 for Evans. But there have been long droughts. The Davidson game just the latest indication of that.
Exactly, Claude. No question about it. VCU only averages 69 points a game. So Dayton, they'll hang in there. They got tough, hard-nosed kids. They ain't going away.
That's an Evans reach-in foul. That's number 2 on him. So at the 4:22 mark, Evans gets his second, and he will, in fact, check out. We're waiting to see that Bird was subbing in for Evans, and he is.
Yep. That hurts now. The young freshman, B.J. Bird, good young player, but he's still learning. Point guard position, in my opinion, is the most difficult position to play, the most important position.
And so with Jalen Crutcher at the free throw line, and you know, a sophomore point guard who's experienced in this rivalry sees Marcus Evans going to the bench and says, my chance to attack.
He lights up like a Christmas tree. Now, what I would do, Carter, U.B. Brown, a great coach for the Knicks and Atlanta Hawks, and now he does NBA. He said, always press a pressing team. In other words, if they're being super aggressive, VCU, if I'm Dayton, Carter, I would press them back. You know, not trying to steal it, but you got to show some more aggressiveness. Right now, all the aggressive is on VCU's part.
How about this one from stats man John Tobias? 4 for 24 from 3 last game for VCU. Davidson, 4 for 9 to start in this one.
Wow. A little press by Dayton. 2-2-1 zone press. I like it. Gonna fight fire with fire. Zone press back to man for the Flyers.
Sims pull up. Long rebound from Mike Sell. Crutcher without Evans in the game. Lost it. Taken away, stolen by Bird. And now Van runs the Rams. Play on. Van does, following the miss. Tap follow won't go. Davis finally clears it. Crutcher on the run. Dayton flying. Landers. Dayton pressing, pushing, trying to get down the floor before VCU can set things up.
Exactly. They're attacking now to be more aggressive. Inside, get it to the big guy.
Williams foul on the floor, sending us to an official timeout. VCU builds a double-digit lead. Anthony Grant's Dayton bunch comes flying. The VCU Rams in A-10 play, 6-point edge right now on Dayton. Earlier, you saw the Rhode Island Rams behind 18 from Fats Russell and Tyrese Martin beat St. Bonaventure. And next Wednesday, the Rams and the Rams, 7 o'clock Eastern, here on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. You mentioned for Marcus Evans, I mean, this really is a long road from Rice and then the 2 different Achilles tears, and really just trying to get back in his rhythm physically, basketball, new spot, but still playing for Mike Rhodes.
Exactly. He had surgery in June on one of his Achilles scars. I mean, that's an unbelievable comeback, and he was ready for the first game. Came off the bench, as you know, but it's a miracle that he's playing so soon. He's not 100%. Their staff tells me about 85%, but it's amazing how he's come back so soon from that serious injury.
The issue right now is 2 personal fouls. So the 4:22 mark, a minute to go, got that second. He's sitting right now. Dayton taking advantage. How long do you hold him out?
Well, once again, the score dictates everything. I'd give him another minute, but if the freshman, P.J. Bird, who's a good play, but he's young, he's a freshman. If he gets shaky, I put him back in. You just got to, you want to be the richest guy in the graveyard. A lot of coaches just take him out with 2 and sit him the whole half. And once again, to each his own, but I used to take him out and then put him back in sometimes if I got a little nervous. But I was always nervous.
Really? A little nervous? Is that right?
Yeah, I make Coffee nervous.
And if you had a timeout left, you could use it at that point, too.
I borrowed 100 from Dean Smith, who was kind enough to lend me some when he retired.
Oh, that is, let's see, offensive foul. It's on Cunningham. That is the first on Cunningham. Wipe it out.
See, a roll by Cunningham. You turn around. Yep. Nice job taking it outside the restricted area. All about the defense of VCU. And their offense, I think, is going to get better and better as the years go on. The year goes on. A little zone here by the Flyers. They're doing that, Carter, because they're getting hurt inside. They're getting hurt by dribble penetration and by the board. So they pack it in. And as we said before, VCU only shoots 29% from downtown.
Santos Silva still hurts him inside against the zone.
Get the big guy to ball. I love Santos Silva. 61%. That's all you got to say. If he shoots that well, he's got to touch it now. They double him in the zone. They pack it, you kick it out. It's the best time to shoot a 3 when the ball is thrown in and thrown back out to a perimeter guy.
With Evans on the bench, VCU still hanging on to the lead. 10-point edge right now, 37-27. Crutcher crosses over on Bird. There's a floater. Rattles out. Loose ball. Williams clears it. Big stop for VCU. Williams gives it right back.
Trying to do too much. Freshman. Swinging around. Williams inside. Santos Silva with the left hand using a glass. Nice job. Good offense against the zone by the Rams. Santos Silva's gotten better, Carter. He only played 8-9 minutes a game last year. And this year he's an integral part of their team.
Well, this is rather indicative of the way things have gone in the A-10, just looking around some of the scores the last couple of days.
Winless in conference St. Joe's beats undefeated in conference Davidson last night. Richmond's hosting Duquesne. That game's going down to the wire as well. It is a balanced year in the A-10.
It's an excellent year. They're getting criticized, but there's no elite team, maybe a Final Four team, but there's some very good teams, and as you know, they're very young players, a lot of great young players, for sure, I think, in the A-10 right now, and Jalen Crutcher's one of them. Won't be topping Carter, not him.
Crutcher misses the 3. That's back-to-back misses by Crutcher. He's frustrated because Evans on the bench. Crutcher, he's a sophomore from Memphis, Crutcher is, and Anthony Grant said of Jalen Crutcher, year and a half coaching him, I have never seen him rattled. So just the type of guy you want as your point guard coming in.
Yeah, Santos Silva's with a push.
Well, that's the second on Santos Silva. Cunningham misses the front end. Mike Sell, stick back on the rebound. And now Mike Rhodes is very upset with his Rams for giving up the stick back on a free throw miss.
That can't happen. It's terrible.
Mike Sell bumped and play on.
He got hit, Carter. Referee just put the hands up. It's like a bailout.
Davis, that's a blocking foul. Count the bucket with a foul as Davis pushes in transition. Dayton is fighting back.
Yep. Nice move. Block. Bird tries to step in, doesn't get there. Nice finish at the rim by Jordan Davis.
Well, he had the hot hand coming in, Pete, with the career-high 25 at GW. 46 points in the last 2 games for Jordan Davis. 6 in the first half here.
Unbelievable. And 13 and 19 from three-point land, 68%. So he's been really on a roll lately, Carter, as you say. Very good player.
Slipping. Douglas rejected by Mike Sell. VCU led by as many as 11. Dayton down by 5. Late spins in. Crutcher attacks. Gets the layup. Timeout called by Dayton. So it's 7 straight for the Flyers in the closing minute of the first half.
Exactly. You take Jalen Crutcher out of the game, Carter. No money, no friends, no clothes. It hurts. Put him back in.
.1 away from the half here in Richmond. Coming up, we'll send you back to AT&T at the half. New York, Adam Zucker, Wally Zerbiak, Khalid El-Amin, Gary Parrish in studio to get you updated on everything going on around college hoops. Like I said, this further on the west side of town. Got Richmond and Duquesne playing. So 2 A-10 matchups in the city of Richmond today.
Yep, exactly. Okay, that's going to be a good one too, Carter. Evans is back in the game now. Can't blame everything on P.J. Bird, but he's the straw that's got to start a drink.
So here is Evans behind the screen, 7 to shoot. Evans right off the bench during the timeout. Stops, floats. Boy, you got Toppin on skates, but couldn't take advantage.
Yeah, couldn't finish it. Just rolled off his heel.
So now Dayton has a chance. Need a 3 to tie it and a 10-0 run to close the half.
Go to Cunningham.
Crutcher drumps it off. Here's Cunningham. It's a 2. It's 9 straight. Dayton closes the half on a 9-0 run. VCU led by as many as 11, but it's a 1-point game at the break. And that's how it goes between the Rams and the Flyers. Furious pace, back and forth. Only 1 half in the books. AT&T at the half is coming up on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Welcome back to the Siegel Center, Richmond, Virginia. College basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Ace Hardware. And the Commonwealth. It is Virginia Commonwealth University, VCU, with a 1-point lead on Dayton, but the Flyers flying into halftime. 9 straight. Carter Blackburn, Pete Gillen. Just as we expected, Pete. It was going to be tightly contested, and it was going to be back and forth, and we're only halfway done.
Exactly. Great game. A key, I thought, was when Marcus Evans, when VCU got a second foul, he took him out. All right. The Flyers of Dayton outscored him 11-4 to end the half, so he's so valuable, the point guard for VCU.
And the big question for VCU really this game and most of the year has been three-point shooting. Well, Marcus Evans leading the way in the three-point shooting. Much better tonight for the Rams.
Exactly. Knocking them down from way downtown, pushing ahead, going to the basket. It's a different game, but they were still going to the basket in that game.
So let's take a look at the first half stats. 4 made threes in the loss against Davidson. Already 4 made threes in the first half.
Exactly. They're shooting very well from three-point land. 44% first half, Carter. For the season, only shooting 29%. So that's a story, a slight lead for VCU because of three-point shooting.
So the game was 33-25 when Evans got that second personal foul, sat, and then came back for the closing seconds. But still, that was a big factor in the 9-0 run by Dayton. VCU led by as many as 11 in the first half. The Rams 8-1 at home. Dayton 3-0 in the A-10, winners of 6 straight.
Yep. It's a terrific team. Carter, they have athletes on all 5 spots, and they all can pass, they all can dribble, they all can shoot the 3-ball.
Flyers coached by Anthony Grant, former VCU head coach. Landers with a kick to the corner. Davis buries it. And Dayton has the lead early, so make it a 12-0 run around the halves as Jordan Davis bangs home the 3.
He's a Terminator, Carter. Red hot from three-point land. Coming into tonight, 13 of 19 from 3, 68%.
Santos Silva. Cunningham couldn't control it, out of bounds off of Santos Silva, so Dayton keeps it.
Yep. Good defense by Cunningham in there, just walling up. Making him shoot over him. Go with the man traps, trying to get into it. VCU wants to make Dayton uncomfortable, speed him up a little bit. They run their offense so well. Score 51% from the field, one of the best in the country, the Flyers, in their field goal percentage.
7 to shoot here. Crutcher attacks off the window. Evans has the rebound and maintains the handle. Evans in the paint. Off the glass. Nobody stopped Evans 93 feet end to end. And now he picks up Crutcher.
VCU had 10 points in transition in the first half, Carter, so Dayton's got to do a better job getting back in their fast break defense.
Kick for another three. Landers can't hit this one. Jenkins has the rebound. And then Mike Sell reaches in and gets a cheap one. After Jenkins rebounded, that is Mike Sell's second personal foul.
Dayton bench didn't like that. They thought it was all ball, but he reached in.
Anthony Grant, 3 years here at VCU. Asked him, well, how different is it now at Dayton, which is his alma mater? 1987 graduate of the University of Dayton. He says it's just experience, life experience. On to Alabama after that. Then back with Billy Donovan in the NBA with the Thunder. And a chance to coach his alma mater, Dayton.
I coached against him when he played for the Dayton Flyers. I was assistant at Notre Dame. God, he was a tremendous player, class guy, high wire rack, about 6'5". He played above the rim, could shoot the three, but really a tremendous athlete. Came from Florida all the way to Dayton.
Right, Miami, recruited by Dan Hipsher, and then worked for him at Alabama.
Yep, Dan's a great man. Back with him.
Van Runner. Now, I have to say that we saw the competitive fire from Anthony Grant flash when you brought up the old days, because he says, never beat Notre Dame. It still sticks in my craw. We did not beat the Irish. So that one only burning from 30-plus years ago.
Exactly. Usually he's kind of mellow and relaxed. He lit up like a Christmas tree. Right? His eyes glazed. I thought he was going to choke me, but he's a great guy, tremendous player, and an excellent coach.
Jenkins thought about the step back. Now into the corner. Van buries the three as they continue to rain from outside at home for VCU.
Who said 29% from three? They forget that number.
Reverse. Cunningham with a high degree of difficulty. A fifth-year senior from Chicago.
Leading scorer for the Flyers. Very good player.
Evans in the paint, looking for Santos Silva. That was kicked by Landers. No reset.
Gets to the corner. Isaac Van on fire. Terrific shooter. Transfer from Maine.
So make it 50% from three-point tonight for VCU. Into Santos Silva again. Banging with Cunningham. Up with it. Lost it. Got a foul. See if it's on Mike Sell reaching in or on Cunningham. It is on Cunningham. That is number 3. That is a big one at the 16:38 mark to get Josh Cunningham, the leader and leading scorer of the Flyers, on the bench for now.
It's important now. They had bigger lanes to throw the ball inside, Carter, because they're shooting threes. So the Dayton defense started extending more out on the perimeter, so they had better angles to throw the ball inside to Santos Silva.
Spins out. Well, we told you Dayton, of course, undefeated. St. Louis now the lone undefeated team in the A-10 because of St. Joe's surprising win over 3-0. Prior to that one, Davidson.
Yep. I saw the end of that game, Carter, the last 10 minutes, and great win for the Hawks. And Hawk Hill played with a couple of guys injured. And, great win for them.
Duquesne got a road win against the Spiders tonight. Crutcher rejected by Van on the lob. Evans attacks. Evans can't finish. There's Van to bail him out. End to end for Isaac Van. He has scored VCU's last 7 points. And Van getting after it defensively again. Toppin, nice dish, offensive foul. Drawn by Evans on Obi Toppin. Getting rowdy again.
Rams are running. Nice defense by Van. They push it ahead. Evans attacks the cup, protects his body, missed the shot, but Isaac Van with the follow. He blocked it, Carter, and he finished at the end.
And this is a bounce-back game for him. He was only 1 for 7 shooting versus Davidson. Off-season surgery after a nasty ankle sprain last year, so he's just getting totally healthy as well.
Yep. Every game is a completely unique experience, Carter. Jimmy Lynam told me that once, and he's right. Anything can happen.
Evans crossover, step back, got a foul. Spotted by Jamie Lucky in the post on Marcus Santos Silva. And that is his third. Both of the big men, 3 fouls. VCU by 3. Young Rowdy Rams trying to see VCU onto a win over Dayton, an A-10 play. Sunday, 2 Eastern. Dayton women's team will hit the hardwood as they welcome Fordham, man. The Dayton women's team with a big win in Olean, New York tonight to go to 3-1 in A-10 play. Big one for the Dayton Flyers, and a big one coming up with the Fordham Rams. 3-0 in A-10 play, winners of 7 straight. You can catch that one. Women's college basketball Sunday, 2 Eastern, here on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Marcus Evans and VCU led this game by as many as 11. Dayton used a 12-0 run around halftime to take the lead. And 15:45 to go in the game. It feels like we're just getting started.
Exactly, Carter. Took 2 showers already, you know, between us. It's intense.
Top and back cut. Davis and one. What a play out of the timeout for Dayton.
Yeah. Great job. Nice backdoor cut. Here we see now they throw it to the high post. They get it here. Nice backdoor cut here. Get to the high post. Nice backdoor cut by Jordan Davis. Nice pass. Nice finish. Toppin with the pass. Obi Toppin caught. How about his future?
That's a heck of a long way. I mean, when Davis was starting that cut, he was at half court, but Toppin had eyes on him the whole way.
Yep. No. He's just young. He's just a baby. He's like Bambi. He's going to get better and better. We're saying, Carter says, never kick a dog when he's just a pup, because you better run for cover when the pup grows up. These pups at Dayton, they're growing up, they're going to be real good.
I don't think you can kick Obi Toppin. He just jump right over you. It's hard to.
He's on a trampoline, Carter.
Right.
Like,
hard to put a foot on him.
No, he's.
Take a look at that call in a moment.
Yep.
Crutcher brings it back, even at 46. And there's a foul on Van. Let's take a look at that last one. That's a third on Van, by the way. That, said was out of bounds on the VCU. Can't review that yet at this point. So just have to live with it right now. But you can understand why Mike Rhodes is upset. It should have been VCU ball.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like it was off top of Carter. Refs, they're human once again. It's a tough game. The plays are so big, so athletic, so fast. Mike Rhodes, he keeps pretty calm.
And then a foul on Van, his third, so he has to sit just as he was heating up. So that's a double whammy for the Rams.
Yep.
9 to shoot. Crutcher attacks, creates, Landers. All the Rams help. Left Trey Landers wide open.
Sound like a coach, Carter. Great penetration. Everybody came on him. Nice pass.
Crutcher nearly got that steal. Jenkins splits the D off the window. Dariante Jenkins coming on for VCU. That's 10 in the game.
Great job. The 2 wings are doing real well for the Rams. Dariante Jenkins and Isaac Van.
We're going to post up Landers on this end. Landers, flop, no call, easy dunk. Obi Toppin.
Had to be something. Either a block or a charge. Freedom of movement, Carter. Not so much.
Williams walks. That's a couple bad turnovers for the freshman Vince Williams.
Yep. He's young. He's a good player, but he's got to slow down. Playing the game a little too fast. You see, here we go. Williams is playing D. That to me looked like a charge, Carter. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
I don't know. I'm thinking Flop might go play on. Maybe we could consult with J.D. Collins and Brian Kersey here in a minute.
Yeah, see what they think.
Crutcher misses a floater. Dayton had made 5 straight before the miss by Crutcher.
Now, without Santos Silva there, interior game is at its strong now.
Evans, tough 3. Mike Sells handed his face, got in over the back. On Toppin. That is his third. So both Cunningham and Toppin now have 3 for the Flyers, and that's trouble. May have to go undersized a while right now for Anthony Grant.
Yeah, that's a dilemma. Long way to go. 13-33. He's got 3 fouls. The Flyers are not real deep, Carter, as you know. They only play 6-7, so Toppin might have to stay in there.
Now 5 guys sitting out. Toppin does errant pass by Evans on the inbound. Williams has to run it down near midcourt, and he does. And then Toppin commits his 4th personal foul. So leave him out there with 3 because Cunningham also has 3. And then he picks up his 4th and a loose ball situation. So now it's going to be the freshman Frankie Policelli coming into the game with Toppin now with 4, Cunningham with 3, and a big trouble spot for Dayton.
Yep. Toppin's got great ability, Carter, but he's still learning the game. He's still got to understand he's too valuable to commit that careless foul.
Sims for 3. VCU continues to bomb away from 3-point. The 6th made 3 of the game for VCU.
Did a great job from downtown, Carter. They average 7 makes a game from 3-point land, so they're almost there already.
Dayton without their leading scorer, Cunningham, on the bench with 3 fouls. Mike Sell, tall floater over Corey Douglas.
Heck of a move by Mike Sell. Skilled guy.
Williams, Profield back cut taken away by Jordan Davis. Flies Dayton, and 1 for Jordan Davis, attacking straight from defense to offense. Not just the Rams, it's the Flyers ripping it on D, leading to runouts.
Exactly. Good defense by the Flyers, and they get out in transition. Here we go. Push it ahead. Attacking the basket. Nice finish by Jordan Douglas. Jordan Davis, I'm sorry. Jordan Davis.
Sophomore from Irmo, South Carolina. He had made 19 threes all year until this stretch with 13 threes. And Jordan Davis with 17 points tonight. He's going to earn a break ahead of the under-12 timeout. So Cohill into the game. Davis gets a break, continuing his hot scoring.
Danger now for VCU with Marcus Evans out of the game. Point guard. Jay Bird's a good player, but he's still young, still learning. Little zone by Dayton. They're doing that now to try to rest a little bit on defense, not commit so many fouls. Sit in the zone. VCU only shoots 29% from 3.
Oh, they only shoot lights out, Pete. These Rams.
That's it. Forget those stats.
They don't miss.
Stats. Stats are for losers after the game.
To a 1-point game. Douglas commits the foul. Davis, 17, leading the way to the Flyers.
Attacking the basket, a nice steal in traffic. Guys, nice finish. Jordan Davis.
Well, just like we told you, all game long, VCU has been bombing away from 3-point. They're one of the best shooting teams anywhere in college basketball, right?
Exactly. 7 for 13, 54%, Carter. Saturday, as you mentioned before, against Davidson, 4 for 24, 12%. They're on fire now. They've made 7. Profield, the last one there. They pass. Isaac Fan from downtown. Everybody's in the act. Here we go. Nice pass. Mike Sell making a shot. Nice shot at the end by Sean Mobley. Carter, it's raining threes right now in Richmond, Virginia. We told everybody they're a great top 3-point shooting.
Sure, absolutely. Well, now they did make 14 threes versus Ryder, so only halfway to that point. I know you're Ryder. But Mike Rhodes is saying, I mean, sometimes when you're shooting 29% from 3, you go 4 for 24. Coach upset about shot selection. He's saying, we're missing open threes. Guys who hit threes are missing them. At some point, they're going to start falling. And Ram fans are hoping this is the beginning of something. However, Pete, despite all that hot shooting, it is Dayton by 1.
Exactly.
Although the Flyers sail that one out of bounds.
That's a pass's fault. Mike Sell's looking at the young guy. asking, hey, where you going? But it wasn't his fault.
Bird, wild. Douglas, what a rebound. That's one Justin Tillman would appreciate. Douglas sticking with it. And the second chance take back for Corey Douglas.
I like the pressure here by the Rams. They got to do that. Speed them up. Try to get points off their defense.
Crutcher. Cohill and a foul on Bird. So Cohill attacking, the freshman from Cleveland. Holy name. So Cohill, I think all of those watching, whether you're a coordinator of men's basketball officiating or not. And yes, oh, by the way, J.D. Collins is with us in the house tonight, along with Brian Kersey and Matt Doherty, Associate Commissioner. There's J.D., the NCAA National Coordinator of men's basketball officiating. Looks like Matt's got some Diet Coke that he's going to. Associate Commissioner, men's basketball in the A-10 with Brian Kersey, and it is. We're talking with J.D. It's like, where have you been lately, J.D.? He is at a college basketball game at least one a day, everywhere, no matter what. Virginia Tech last night. Sims has a hammer for VCU. Rams back on top. With J.D. Collins keeping a close eye to make sure the freedom of movement initiatives and the hook and hold are being taken out of the game as per the rules committee.
Yeah. And hook and hold, they do that a lot in the NBA, Carter, and what happens in the NBA, college guys mimicking, they do the same thing.
Anderson, that's a foul on Douglas. If it is, it's his fourth, and it is.
Nice drive to the basket, nice finish, attacking the basket. Mike Sims, 6'5" junior from Richmond. Can knock it down from outside, Carter, can put it on the deck. Very talented guy off the benches. VCU team is deep, 10, 11 guys. Come at you in waves and waves.
Well, they're going to need it because Corey Douglas just got his fourth. So the defensive presence off the bench for VCU heads right back to the bench. Santos Silva back in. He has 3 fouls. Told you about Dayton. 4 for Toppin and 3 for Cunningham. And Cunningham's back out there at the 10:35 mark now.
Yep. I really like Santos Silva, Carter. He's one of the most improved guys, I think, in the A-10. Only played about 8-9 minutes a game. Now he's a real big part. He's the best inside scorer.
Gets 3 offensive rebounds a game.
Yep. Left hand, right hand. Get him the ball. Let him touch it.
Now Cunningham doing a good job denying it.
Got to work harder to get free. He's looking.
Bird picks up the dribble. 5 to shoot. Mobley trying to bail him out again. Mobley cleared by Davis. Chance for Dayton to regain the lead. And Bird fouls Crutcher going for the steal. And 1-1 now. So for the rest of the way, both these teams going to be in the bonus. And that's 3 fouls on Bird. And big changes coming with Evans, Van, and Jenkins all coming back in for VCU after resting 3 starters.
Both teams shoot about 68% from the free throw line, Carter. So down the stretch, could be the difference in the game. But both teams coming in about the same from the line.
Crutcher, who was stellar in win over UMass. Their last game, 19 points on 4 for 5 shooting from 3-point. Went to Ridgeway High School, the Roadrunners. And there is the significant foul trouble on both sides for all of the big men. Even at 58, midway through the second half. Dayton trying to remain undefeated in A-10 play. VCU trying to go to 9-1 at home, 3-1 in the league. St. Louis and Dayton, the lone undefeated in conference play teams in the A-10. 5 to shoot, here's Jenkins. Evans on the catch. Missed the 3 with the shot clock winding down. Offensive rebound, Santos Silva, and a foul on Landers. There's your guy on the offensive glass, Pete.
He's working hard, Carter. Got to box him out. Dayton just jumped in. Long shot. Nobody boxes him out. He's got inside position there. Goes up and away. Nice job. Left-hander. Santos Silva's improved guy. He's got to work on his free throw, Carter. We talked about that. 51%.
Doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. When you work that hard, you got to reward yourself by making a free throw.
Well, I guess a lot of coaches have this dilemma, but you combine Corey Douglas and Marcus Santos Silva, you got an incredible five-man.
Yeah, you're right.
But that seems to be a dilemma across basketball, right?
Yeah, right. Combine me with Michael Jordan, you got a great. Oh, Michael.
That's always a basketball discussion. Look, nice look there.
Nice
Crutcher to Cunningham. Yeah, you combine Gillen and Jordan.
Still got a superstar. You might regress a little.
Matt Doherty down the way. All of a sudden, you see Jordan's shot from 82 in the championship. Doherty's calling for it at the high post. And if he'd gotten the ball, we'd all be wearing Air Dohertys.
Exactly.
Joan Silva. That's a no call. Crowhill runs it down. Mike Sell. Good ball reversal from the freshman Crowhill. Cunningham backs in. Here comes the double, and he walked.
Yep.
So the late double by VCU.
Yeah, nice job doubling the low post. Try to speed him up a little bit. Here we see nice backdoor. Cunningham slipped the screen. Tremendous pass by Crutcher. Nice finish inside by the redshirt senior. That's Crutcher. I think he's a fabulous young player. He's going to get better and better from Memphis. Great basketball land there.
Like Anthony Grant said, if you want a point guard who's not afraid of anything, that's Jalen Crutcher. The crowd at the Siegel Center never rattled.
Terrific player.
Van, shot big, and Mike Sell stuck with it. Went straight up. Principle of verticality. Verticality. Easy for me to say. Crutcher, step back. Triple! There it is, Jalen Crutcher. He's not backing down from anybody.
No, God, he heard you. He heard you giving him props. He says, all right, I like that, God. Give me more. 5-point lead.
From 11 down in the first half. This is the largest lead for Dayton. Under 8 to go. Evans. Big bucket and a big answer from the Crutcher jumper from the Rams guard, Marcus Evans.
Excellent defense, God. A better offense. Right in his face. Marcus Evans, a fabulous player. 2 Achilles heel surgeries, one on each one. Is still playing. Amazing.
Dayton beats the double. Creates for Davis. Long rebound. Van clears it. Eyes up. Van in transition. Evans spotting up. It goes to Jenkins instead. 3 more for VCU, even at 63. 5 straight from the Rams after Dayton built its largest lead. 8 threes in the game for VCU.
God, it was sunny all day, but it's raining threes right here inside the Siegel Center.
Davis slipping. Tough 2. Back come the Rams. Van, blocking foul. Wipe it out, blocking foul on the floor. Davis limps to the Dayton bench. Back and forth threes now.
Raining threes. Nice kick it out. Nice way downtown. Nice shot. Excellent shot from downtown by Jalen Crutcher. Kick it to the corner. All right. Dariente Jenkins. Bang. Got a 3-point battle here in Richmond.
We revisit our AT&T fast analysis, and not huge numbers for either Cunningham, who's been in and out of foul trouble. Same can be said for Evans. He sat the last 4 minutes of the first half, but you still have 6:56 to go in this game. Cunningham and Evans have managed to stay in the game through foul trouble, so they have a chance here in the second half.
Exactly. Leading scorers for both teams. They got 10, like I said, Carter. Still plenty of games to go, almost 7 minutes, but they're both doing a good job. Evans with a big hoop before, so down the stretch, these are the 2 key guys for their respective teams.
11 lead changes in the game, and we're even at 63 between undefeated and A10 play. Dayton winners of 6 straight, and the very difficult to beat at home VCU Rams. Pete, where do you rate the Ram mascot?
I like him. He's in my Sweet 16, Carter.
Oh, that's good.
Rodney Ram. He was a former coach. Couldn't win on the road, you know, but he was a high school coach in the area. And Rodney Ram, here he goes. He's got more moves than a can of worms, but as a coach, he was very mediocre.
Needs some more baseline inbounds plays.
Exactly. Oh,
We're
yeah.
on the back of cocktail napkins.
Oh yeah, we know a lot about baskets, Carter. Sammy the Owl.
That's right.
He got thrown out of the game. That was tough. It took a lot out of me when he got thrown.
That was one of our. It's going to be in our greatest hits record. It's out on vinyl coming up this spring.
Yeah, we've had a lot of Waterloos. That was one of them.
Crutcher down the baseline, foul. It's called on Evans on the way up. He was going for the block on Crutcher. Instead, he gets his third. So the good news is that went from late in the first half. Got those 2 fouls, and at this point, he only gets his third. 6:37.
Well, you take that now. If you're VCU, you're happy with that.
You think for VCU now, again, it's different at home, but against Davidson, they had a 12-point lead in the second half. They went on a 14-0 run. Didn't have a field goal the last 8 minutes of the game. Yeah. Different at home, though, right?
No question, different at home. But when that happens, Carter, you got to throw the ball inside. You got to drive the ball, swing it, drive it, yes, but throw it inside now, and that's important. And that's where Marcus Santos Silva is still learning. Really improved a lot. No ways to go yet, but I like it. Let him touch it.
Jenkins. Oh, got handheld guy.
Yep. Camera guy.
It was a good attempt by Jenkins to feed it through there.
He's a good man. I had dinner with him. He threw all my string beans, but he's a good guy.
Cunningham crosses. Here comes a trap on Cunningham. Evans and Santos Silva. Somewhere in there, a foul is called by Jeff Clark. It is on Evans, and that is number 4 on Marcus Evans.
That hurts. Now, what do you do if you're Mike Rhodes, a VCU coach? I say keep him in there. You got a 1-point game, you're down 1. See what he does now. I'm not sure what Mike. He knows his players better than I. Mike's a terrific coach. I would keep him in.
So now Evans will sit. Crowfield comes into the game. So it's Dayton. If Cunningham makes the free throw, Dayton up by 3 at the 6:09 mark. Evans to the bench.
And Crowfield's going to play the point. He's not a point guard. He played a little bit there last year, Carter, but it's not a pure point. Now let's see if they can run the offense without their outstanding redshirt junior, Marcus Evans.
Huge call. Sends Evans to the bench with 4. And now a foul underneath. Got a hold on Cohill. That is his third. So he's going to check back out. Davis comes back in. Williams, 1-1. Williams misses the front end. Evans with 4 at the 6:09 mark. How long does he sit?
Well, I'd sit him for a minute. Carter, you don't want to let the game get away. Once again, Mike knows his plays. You got some guys can play with fouls, some guys can't. I would put him in. Don't wait. You don't want to get down 6 or 7.
I think Mike Rose has turned to Evans and told him exactly when he's going to put him in. We'll find out the answer shortly. Long 3, missed. Williams clears it. Into the hands of Jenkins. Crowfield pulls it back out. VCU running its offense without its point guard, Evans. Van inside, and a foul on Landers. Got it into Santos Silva and got a 4th foul on Trey Landers. So add that to Toppin with 4, Cunningham with 3, Landers now with 4. But the biggest concern for VCU right now is you got Santos Silva going to the line, and the Rams are 5 of 14 from the free throw line.
And Santos Silva, who I love, is only 2 for 6 from the line. He's got to make him now.
Marcus.
Carter, we got a Bronx cheer here in Richmond, Virginia. A little sarcastic. They say, hey, what's going on? Those people, heck with him.
Landers gets his 4th, and then Cunningham comes back into the game with 3, as does Obi Toppin coming back in with 4. So Anthony Grant at the 5:14 mark gets his big men in foul trouble back on the court. Marcus Evans still sitting for now for VCU. Even again.
Keep being aggressive now, both teams. They go inside to Cunningham. Get the leading scorer of the ball, the big guy. Preseason's first team All A-10.
Davis comes out to get it. Tries to turn the corner, 8 to shoot. Toppin wants it. Toppin gets it. Toppin attacks. Lost it. Mike Sell there to bail him out. Mike Sell with a huge bucket to give Dayton the lead, 440. Jenkins for 3. Can't answer. Mike Sell has a defensive rebound. Both ends for the junior from St. Henry, Ohio.
Take their time, run your offense. Go inside of Cunningham, Carter, let him get the ball. Might get fouled, he gets some free throws. Let the big guy touch it.
Crutcher gets past Crowfield all the way to the rim for Jalen Crutcher. The lead back to 4. Van attacks. Van followed up by Mobley off the glass. Timeout VCU with 3:59. It will be a full timeout. And Marcus Evans with 4 personal fouls. We'll see if he is coming back in out of this timeout for VCU.
We see Jalen Crutcher attacking the basket. Nice move inside for the sophomore point guard.
Dayton trailed by 11 in the first half. Leads by 2 now. 3:59 to go here in Richmond. Let's revisit our keys to the game, brought to you by America's Navy.
Dayton protect the rock. Good job. Only 10 turnovers is excellent against that pressure by VCU. Crash the boards. No, right now they got 29, but VCU's got 33, so no good there. Points off turnovers, VCU 11, that's good. Knockdown threes, that's off the charts, Carter. 8 for 17. That's really good for VCU, because usually they shoot 29%. They only make 7 a game. They already got 8. They made 8 this year, this game so far with 3:59 to go. So.
And that's a lot of foul trouble on both sides. Now Anthony Grant had Obi Toppin and Josh Cunningham back on the floor, and now Mike Rhodes does in fact have Marcus Evans back on the floor. So Mike Rhodes saved that timeout to the 3:59 mark. Took it to get the full, and then Evans back into the game. So a rested with 4 fouls Marcus Evans out there with VCU trailing by 2. They were trailing by 2 when he went to the bench, trailing by 2 when he comes back.
He's their catalyst. He's got to do a good job, stay in front of Jalen Crutcher.
Crutcher and Evans back and forth all night.
You love that matchup from the beginning, Carter. You're right.
Crutcher, great find. Mike Sell on the weak side. Couldn't make him pay. Evans has the rebound. And now Marcus Evans from Chesapeake. The former Rice Owl.
I'd run something out for De'Riante Jenkins, Carter. He's shooting the ball well from downtown today.
Mobley thought about it. In the paint, dropped it off. Santos Silva rejected by Toppin. Santos Silva, 5 to shoot now. Kick out. Jenkins gives it up. Van has to take it. Cleared by Cunningham. What a block by Toppin to preserve the Dayton lead.
Yeah, highway rack, Carter. A gifted young man. Redshirt freshman.
Way off from Crutcher. Rick. And another chance for VCU. Trying to hand Dayton its first A-10 loss.
They swing the ball side to side quickly, caught and drive the ball. Try to get to the free throw line.
Van turns the corner. Van draws a foul on Davis. Isaac Van drawing and putting the heat on Jordan Davis.
Personal foul is charged to number 4.
It's important to have a rim protector. You want to be a real good team. Here we go. Santos Silva goes up, Thompson. No! Not my watch. Obi Toppin. Tremendous redshirt freshman for the Flyers.
Let's revisit our AT&T Fast analysis. Dayton loves to take the twos rather than threes while they have such a high shooting percentage, 5th in the nation. On display tonight, points in the paint dominated by the Flyers.
Exactly. Here, this shot, Obi Toppin with the flush, 51% from the field. The best in the country. Here, attacking the basket. Landers with the finish. Transition. Here we go. Nice attack in the basket. Jordan Davis using the glass. Points in the paint. 42 points in the paint for the Flyers. That's why they got a slight lead right now. 2:29 to go.
Flyers have 12 second-half buckets. 10 of those have come in the paint. Obi Toppin had the big block to preserve what is still a 2-point lead for Dayton. They trailed by 11 in the first half. Used a 12-0 run around halftime. Van. Well, this has also been against Dayton. They came in with the fewest fouls in the nation. So while VCU has not been good from the free throw line, only 47% tonight, the Rams have gotten to the free throw line by attacking Dayton. Van hits them both here, and we're even again. 2:29 to go. Rams pick up full court.
Gotta be smart now. Evans on a foul on Gamble. Tom Crutcher caught him looking to drive. Evans got 4 fouls.
Rowdy Rams on their feet. Cunningham around Santos Silva. He walks. Santos Silva walls off and forces a critical turnover. A chance for the Rams to regain the lead.
Good contact. Santos Silva, good D. Yep, took a little hop. Good call. Excellent call by Jeff Clark. Refs are doing a good job, Carter. Tough game to officiate. Very physical.
Van attacks. Lost it on the way up. Crutcher hobbled a little bit as he brings it back.
One of the top teams in the A-10 going head-to-head.
Here's Crutcher probing into Cunningham. Back to Crutcher. Nice give and go. Lost it on the way up on this end. Jenkins runs the Rams. 1-on-3. Jenkins takes it. Nobody there to help him out. So now VCU has to get back.
Take your time now if you're Dayton. Right? Go inside out. Look to Cunningham. Try to run a set play for your best shooter. Jordan Davis has been red hot.
3 timeouts left if Anthony Grant wants it, and he'll use one right here. On a make. Did they get the timeout called? Yes, they did. Timeout by Dayton, and will step aside, even at 69. A minute 9 left in regulation in Richmond. On the Dayton bench, you had some good assistant coaching there. Donnie Jones been a head coach, and Marshall and UCF said to Anthony Grant, you got 3 if you want them, and then sure enough, timeout. So both head coaches have 2 timeouts left if they want them. Double bonus, minute 9. That's about as even as it gets in a game reset.
Exactly, very even. And Dayton also has Anthony Solomon, head coach of St. Bonaventure, as you know, on the bench there.
Great player at Virginia.
Yep.
7 to shoot here.
Drive it, Crutcher, drive it. Evans has 4 fouls.
Gets it up with 2 seconds out of the timeout. That's what Dayton gets. They've gone over 3 minutes without scoring, and a wasted possession in the half court out of the timeout. VCU another chance to regain the lead with the crowd behind them. Here's Van off the high screen. Santos Silva back into the hands of Mobley. Evans will reset. 9 to shoot. Evans takes it and drills it. A 3 for Deuce. 7 straight for the Rams. VCU on top. Crutcher attacks. Bothered at the rim. Loose ball. Van has it. Ram basketball with the shot clock turned off. Marcus Evans eyed it and nailed it.
Big time player, Carter. Got a big heart. Transfer from Rice.
Play the game brought to you by Ace Hardware. Is there any question?
Marcus Evans. Landers on him. Way downtown. Splash. He knew. Big time player. Wants the big shot. Carter makes the big shot. Got a big heart.
A 26% three-point shooter on the year, Marcus Evans. But he has the faith of Mike Rhodes. He has the faith of his team. And maybe more importantly for Marcus, faith in himself to drill it.
No question, Carter. They say, once again, stats of the losers after the game. Forget the stats. Forget the numbers. The big moment. Stepped up big time, Marcus Evans.
Trey Landers is fouled out for Dayton. So he's the first foul out, and Evans is going to the line to try and make it a two-possession game with 23 seconds.
Game isn't over yet, Carter. Still got time. Up Dayton now, once again, I push it, drive the ball. You don't need a three unless somebody's wide open. Couple possession game.
Through all of the foul trouble, Marcus Evans has still led him. 15 points in the game. Dayton needs a quick one. Davis attacks and hangs. And will it drop? It will not. That's a tie-up possession arrow. VCU Rams get it back on one of the weirdest non-buckets anywhere in basketball ever.
Unbelievable. Stay up there. The leprechaun up there, Carter. Somebody's holding that ball away.
Needed the points like Tiger at Augusta to get that one to roll in.
Yep. Unbelievable. Nice soft touch, but too soft.
Paging Vern.
Here we go. There we go. Oh. In again, out again. No, it's hanging. Oh my goodness. God.
All right, Pete.
Yeah.
You've been watching basketball games for a long, long time. I'm not going to say how long.
Have
you ever seen this?
Never seen that. Not in a crucial part of a game like this. I've seen a ball get stuck up there, Carter, honestly, but not in a crucial game like that right there, that particular spot. I've seen it jammed into the side. I've taken a few shots myself and got stuck there. But no, I've never seen that. Especially in a crucial part of the game now. That's what I hate about the ultimate possession, Carter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That should be a jump ball, something like that. That's big.
Well, you can hand a note to J.D. Collins down the run.
I don't know if you listen to me.
That's why we always show you that possession era, because those weird late game situations where it comes in, because now VCU two-possession game. Obviously, Toppin has to foul, and he is fouled out. Both Landers and Toppin have fouled out in the last minute. But the possession arrow essentially giving VCU, making it a three-possession game now, with Evans going to the free throw line. By the way, coming into this game, Dayton had 3 foul-outs on the year. They've had 2 in the last minute, Toppin and Landers. Evans gets the first one to spin in. Ball in Marcus Evans' hand down the stretch. Last year they met 3 times. It was Scoochie Smith and Charles Cook leading the way to Flyer win in Dayton. Here in Richmond, VCU won in overtime. A-10 tourney, VCU ended Dayton's season in their NCAA tournament run. And a burgeoning rivalry in the A-10. Dayton came back from 11 down. VCU gets critical buckets from Marcus Evans. And now Marcus Evans gets to dribble out. A 76-71 hard-fought win. And now VCU and Dayton are both 3-1 in the A-10. Marcus Evans scores the last 7 VCU points.
Great win for VCU. Marcus Evans just took over the game, played with a big heart, transfer from Rice, leading scorer for the Rams, stepped up big time.
St. Louis alone atop the A-10 at 4-0, with St. Joe's ahead on Friday as VCU hands Dayton a 76-71 loss. Still more to come from Richmond.